another episode of Random Questions here live from the Bicycle Casino at the Legends of Poker. I got lucky enough to sit down with one of yesterday's contestants, Raymond Davis.
I didn't feel like a contestant.
You don't feel like a contestant?
Not the way they ran me over.
Dude, how did it work out yesterday?
I still got about 45, but it felt like I got nothing, but it was a bad day. I wake up with 45 the second day. I mean, the first day, that's a bad day for Raymond Davis.
All right. Now, a lot of people don't know this about the bike, but they actually have an outdoor cabana where you can not only smoke but still gamble. I noticed you're out there hitting the pie gow tables. Did that go pretty well?
No, it went pretty bad. I lost 3,000. They kicked me out.
They threw you out?
They kicked me out. I've been banned from the cabana area at the bike.
Okay, I need the full story on this.
I was playing Chinese poker and the dealer threw the button at me, and I took the button and threw it across the room, and they kicked me out of the cabana room. I mean, she threw it at me, so I threw it back, and they says, Raymond, you can play poker, but we don't want you in our cabana room. So I've been barred from the cabana room. It's horrible.
I didn't know that. So, interesting, the good things you get on a Random Questions interview. I was about to ask the oddest way you've ever been thrown out anywhere. But
that's probably it.
That's it? Okay.
I probably made it. I could get reinstated, but I don't want to go all the way to the GM.
It's like most casinos. You probably come back in a week. And
they saved me a couple of thousand because last week I lost 20,000 in the lovely cabana room.
There you go. And it could have been all theirs.
Yeah.
Poor bastards. If you could switch bodies with one other person in the world, who would it be and why?
Who would it be if I could switch bodies? Obama.
Right.
Obama. I like Obama. He's very charismatic. He's an excellent speaker. I mean, this guy is phenomenal. This is, I've always been in the politics, but, since he came to the forefront, I mean, I don't miss nothing. I go home and Yahoo this guy and Google this guy and see what this guy is doing. This guy has really caught my attention. He has caught America's attention. He's going to be great for the country.
What's your prediction for the election? How's it going to come out percentage-wise?
It's going to be a slider.
A little slider.
It's going to be a little ugly.
It's all right. If you had to live in the wilderness, taken away from technology, poker, and everything else, where would you go?
If I had to live in the wilderness, I would go to Montana. I would live in the wilderness in Montana.
You been out there before? Yeah,
to fight fires when I was in the military. But it's beautiful out there. The habitat is nice. It's nice out there. I mean, a lot of little caves and little places you can go and really get away. I mean, I would really like that. Montana. I would love to live there.
That's some good
stuff.
To
get away.
Have you ever seen Inside the Actor Studio? James Lipton, the whole...
No.
Okay. One of his favorite questions is, what's your favorite swear word? How about yours?
Every tournament director in America knows it because every tournament director in the world has given Raymond Davis a penalty for it. Fuck.
Done. Easily enough. What's the strangest thing's ever happened to you during sex?
The strangest thing that happened to me during sex... Let's see, what is the strangest? The strangest thing that happened to me during that is a tough, some really strange things.
It looks like there's a long list going through.
It is. I'm trying to get the strangest thing. The strangest thing that happened to me during sex is I lost 30,000 online when I was about to nut. I had aces full. I was just about to bust one, and I moved in on PokerStars for about 18,000, and the guy had quads. The erection soon went down.
Oh my God!
Trust me, the sex ended right there.
That's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to you during poker.
Oh, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. It's in the top 10 worst thing.
That's a win right there.
Yeah, I was just getting ready.
Jiminy.
I pushed the all-in call button. The guy pushed call and showed me quads, and I play a lot online when I'm having sex.
How'd you explain it to her?
I told her you wouldn't believe it, but I just lost 30,000. She understood. She took it well.
She didn't go home, did she?
I think I took her home after that. Actually, I didn't even take her home because I wasn't in the mood to drive. I don't think I could have drove, so I sent her a cab.
Cab fare. Nice.
Yeah, I gave her $50 and her cab fare was like 20, and she was more than happy to go home.
So while we're on this theme, TA or other?
TA.
Tits, ass, or other?
Tits, ass, or other. I love asses. I am an ass guy.
I'm seeing an overwhelming majority of poker guys are ass guys.
I want to get the license plate like they had on Seinfeld. Remember that show,
Ass
Ass Man? I wish I could get that license plate. That is so me. I am the ass man. I mean, a girl has to have a good ass. I mean, I don't care about the chest too much or whatever, but she has to have a rump. I mean, I just love it. I mean, it's got to be like boom,
there.
Not too fat. I mean, like boom. That's the best part.
If you could pick the best butt in Hollywood, who would it be?
Anna, what's her tennis?
Kournikova.
Oh yeah, she's hot. I mean, she's hot. Actually, I ran into her in a club recently, and I didn't know it was her. And my buddy bet me like $5,000 I couldn't get her number, and it was a sucker bet because I didn't know who in the hell she was. And of course, I lost $5, but it was nice talking to her.
Hey, at least you've talked to her. Most people.
She's beautiful. I want to move to Miami. She's living in Miami. I want to move there. I know she's living in Miami, so.
Get down with the $5 max poker in Florida.
Oh, yeah, she's unbelievable. I mean, I would marry her. I'd take a shot.
Go for it. The next ex Mrs. Davis.
But it's like, yeah, the next ex. But it's like, I see like 100 girls I want to marry a day, so I'm not too picky.
It's all right. The definition, your definition of the meaning of life in 10 words or less.
The definition of life is to enjoy yourself, have a good time, and be good to others.
Close enough. Works for me. What's the most interesting, notable thing about you that most people just don't know?
The most interesting, notable thing about me that people don't know? Well, there's a lot of interesting things about me people don't know.
No.
The most, well, what people don't know and probably won't believe is probably the most shocking thing about me that everybody that knows me knows. I have never had a drink of alcohol in my life.
Really?
And I have never had a smoke or a drug in all my years on this planet. I don't even know what the taste of alcohol is.
Even hanging out with poker players and the.
I had Phil Ivey offer me $50,000 to get drunk one night. Man, and I turned it down.
That's the price of. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I never had a drink.
Wow.
I never had a drug. I never had a smoke.
This next question might link to that, but who's the most influential person in your life?
Probably Ivey. The guy is, he's like a brother to me. He's very supportive of me. He's always there for me. We got a good camaraderie. We have a great time together. He calls me when he's down, and I do likewise to him. But when Chip died, he made a point to call me, get me in Vegas, and hang out. And it was very, I saw a side of Phil I never saw, and it really hurt him, the death of him, and and people don't know, the depth of the relationship of poker players, but I have a, strong relationship with a lot of them. Daniel, I text to him 3 or 4 times a week, and we text back, even when we're in different towns and stuff. But Phil, he's probably the most influential person in my life, because when I'm out of line or doing something wrong, he gives me he tells me the truth. I mean, most people, they're your friends, they won't tell you the truth. They'll just side with you, but he's a person that tells you the truth. He's a very humble individual. He's very low-keyed, and he wants nothing but the best for his friends and himself. So, I mean, he's most definitely the most influential person I ever met.
So where you're to go, man. Now, getting back on the other side here, going to jump away a little bit. If you could only watch one sports team for the rest of your life, who would you pick? And how would you watch it?
For the rest of my life.
Only one. You're not allowed TV, anything. Only one sports team.
I can watch one sports team. It would be the Los Angeles Lakers.
Right? And how would you watch it?
I would watch them in the front row.
Front row, baby.
Staples Center. That's where I usually watch them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Who's the strangest person or the most interesting or strangest person you've ever sat next to in front row watching the Lakers?
Probably, let's see. It's been a couple of them, but the guy from Knight Rider, what's his name? Always getting in trouble.
Oh, David Hasselhoff.
Oh yeah, he's a weirdo. This guy is weird. I mean, I sat next to him. It was a pretty out of this world experience.
Just surreal conversation,
I mean,
or
he's just flat strange. I mean, he could be actually the strangest person I ever met. I mean, I don't think he was drunk. I don't think he was. He could have been on something.
even hanging around with poker pros, you're going to go with David Hasselhoff, strangest person you've ever met.
He's the strangest person I ever met.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It was out of it. The Quack guy is pretty weird too. What's his name? The Quack.
McGrill?
Yeah, McGrill. He's a weirdo. He's not from this planet. But at the Laker game, the weirdest celebrity I ever sat next to, Hasselhoff. He was pretty weird.
Now, speaking of poker players, what do you think the average level of something like ADD is on a poker player on a scale of 1 to 10?
Attention deficit disorder?
Yeah.
A lot of them got it. A lot of them got it. I don't want to name them, but a lot of pros got it. I mean, they got short attention spans. I mean, they don't pay attention to nothing.
Going the other direction, what's the average level of OCD?
Which one is that?
That's the obsessive compulsive disorder, like lining up your peas on the plate or something. Everything has to be just so, just right, just ordered.
Yeah, it's a couple of them got that. They'll tie their shoe 20 times, or they won't step on lines. They know who they are. And it's about 10 of them like that. They know who they are.
I don't know. Now, I'm going to kick it forward just a little bit here. Can you guess the place that you're actually going to finish in this tournament right now?
First.
Okay. So it's always good to hear. Have you ever been rickrolled?
What's Rickroll?
Where somebody sends you a Rick Springfield bit of never going to give you up on a link.
They send it to me on my phone?
No, on phone, on email.
No, not yet.
Never been rickrolled. Okay.
Thank goodness.
Do you enjoy explosions?
No.
No?
I'm not a Ted Kaczynski fan.
If you could spend over 1 hour with any person, living or dead, who would it be and what would you do?
See, now that's a toss-up because it's two people that I'm real intrigued would really like to spend time with.
All right.
And if it's two people I would like to spend time with, and I don't know which one I could pick. But one would be, even in the state he's in, because he's my favorite person of all time, is Muhammad Ali. And the next one would be Obama. So if I could get a day with both of them, an hour with both of them would be great, or a half an hour apiece.
What would you do for the half-hour piece with Ali and Obama?
Well, Ali, I would probably joke, tell him how inspirational he was in my life, and tell him I love what he did for the world. I mean, I venture to say that the world would be different if it wasn't for Ali, because he was so outspoken that he probably changed a lot of laws and stuff like that. Because freedom of speech, he really pushed it, the things he said, and then not going to the war and stuff like that. So I think he changed a lot of what the world was. And I mean, for people as a general, his character is unbelievable. I mean, I went to the mall today looking for that new Muhammad Ali thing.
Yeah.
They got documentary, but they didn't have it. It just came out the other day. I was reading the USA Today, and I went there today to find it. But he's definitely my all-time favorite. And, but I love Obama because this guy is so informed. I mean, and Obama, people don't know this, but a lot of people don't know this, but Obama is a poker player.
Right.
Can you believe how good this is going to be for poker players? If he can hammer out something with the government to make online gambling legal, and I mean, that would be so awesome. That would be beyond awesome.
I think it just get off our ass about what we do in our own free time.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of number one.
Yeah, and Obama looks like the type of guy that, the way that Hillary picked on him and stuff like that, he's like the type of guy, he never shot back. He's like, let people do what they want to do in their own home, And he's a great speaker. He's a great guy. I think he's going to be good for poker.
Something else.
So you poker players all vote for him.
Get out and vote.
Get out and vote. Even if you got convictions, try to vote.
So good. What was the biggest life-changing event in your life?
The big life-changing event in my life. The biggest life-changing event in my life was 9/11. Because when 9/11 hit, I was already scared to fly. So when that hit, it was like I wouldn't fly for like 2 years. I drove everywhere. And I didn't go to a lot of WPTs because I didn't want to fly. I didn't go to Europe because I didn't want to fly. So that was probably the biggest life-changing day of my life. Because instead of flying every once in a while I used to fly, I stopped flying at all. But now I fly. I go to Vegas, and I went to Borgata. I'm not scared, but it still makes me nervous to get on the plane, because every time I get on a plane, I think of 9/11. Every time I go to the airport, I think of 9/11. I think this could be my last flight or whatever.
Be a good time to offer you a drink, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be a good time to get me hammered. I'd probably drink about 8 of them.
Now, here's the thing. We've seen what scares you. We've seen who's inspired you. We've seen all these different things. But who just really pisses you off?
Who really pisses me off?
Just the sight of them.
Hasan Habib. I can't stand Hasan Habib. I can't stand him as a person. I can't stand him as a poker player. I can't stand him as a human being. He is everything that's wrong in this world. I mean, the guy is a backstabber. He uses people. He manipulates things. I can't stand him. And, he got lucky 3 years ago. But if you look at his record now, it's horrible. He's not a real player. He never was a real player. I basically made him what he was then, and once I left the equation and our friendship ended, he became what he used to be, a bad poker player.
That's a straight up honest answer, man.
Yeah.
What's your dream ride?
My dream ride? I'm not too much into cars.
Be a bike, boat, Halle Berry?
I think, that would be a dream ride. I'm more into Beyonce. But if my dream ride, I think I would take a yacht, a huge yacht, and like to travel with about 5 beautiful women and just travel. With a sailor, with somebody driving it for you, that would be awesome, I think.
That's the way to go. This next question almost didn't work, but what's the one food you used to love that you just can't touch now?
One food I used to love and can't touch now. Oh, this is easy. I used to love Mexican until I moved into a Mexican neighborhood. Now I can't stand eating Mexican food.
Too much bad stuff?
No, because I ate so much of it. I used to be love Mexican food, eat it every day. So I must have did this for about a year, and then I couldn't eat it no more. Because Downey, it's got all Mexican restaurants around there, so I thought I was in heaven. I used to go to every day eating this stuff, and now I can't eat it anymore.
Wow. If you could ship a crate of bees to someone, and you can do this, by the way.
A crate of bees?
A crate of bees. You can order bees.
Wow.
Who would you send it to?
Mr. Habib.
We'll go right back there.
Mr. Habib will get it.
What do you do when someone sneezes?
I say bless you.
All right. What was the one thing that you now really appreciate you didn't even know you needed 5 years ago?
5 years ago that I
didn't even know you needed, but now you're absolutely grateful for.
Friends.
Yeah.
Actually, 5 years ago, I was alienated myself from the world. I alienated myself from the world a lot, and I started to stay away, low profile and whatever, and then I tried to stay away from people. But when you travel the circuit and you get real close to people like Laney Flack and Daniel and stuff, you're like, wow, these people have been really good, inspirational in my life. So I'm more open now to poker players, Not the bad ones, just the good ones. Right. The Marcos and Eric Seidel. I love my friendship with him, and I cherish my friendship with my friends now. 5 years ago, I was like, I don't need them. It was just Raymond Davis against the world.
That's a good answer, man. The next part of this is to finish the whole thing up. You told some great stories and everything's going, but now you must survive the lightning round. In the lightning round, I'm going to give you the choice between 2 people, fictional or real. You have to choose which one you're going to play heads up for your whole bankroll.
Right.
Now, the first question kind of go along with this. Tell me the 4 best poker players that you've ever played with.
Mr. Ivey, Chip Reese, John Hennigan, phenomenal player, John Hennigan. And I would have to go with David Oppenheimer.
All right. So your first lightning round bit, playing heads up for your whole bankroll now. Phil Ivey or Chip Reese?
Chip Reese.
All right. John Hennigan or, wow, I'm pulling a blank. John Hennigan or David Oppenheimer?
Ooh. I would have to go against Oppenheimer.
All right. The Incredible Hulk or Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Ali or Obama?
Ooh, for my whole bankroll, Obama.
All right. The Messiah or the Devil?
Wow. The Messiah.
The Pope or the Dalai Lama?
Definitely the Dalai Lama.
All right. Bill Murray or Dan Aykroyd?
Dan Aykroyd.
All right. Bill Gates or Donald Trump?
Ooh. I would have to say Bill Gates is probably a lot smarter than Donald Trump, so I have to play Donald Trump.
Now, you're a Laker fan, so Kobe or Magic?
I would have to play against Magic because Kobe would be more competitive.
That's fair enough. Jim Carrey or John Candy?
Most definitely Jim Carrey because he wouldn't take it too seriously, so I have a shot against him.
All right. And the number one hardest to answer question I think we've ever asked, and that's why I keep asking it, OJ or Mike Tyson?
Oh, I think I had to go against Mike because I don't think Mike could win a snowball in hell. He would have a chance to win. OJ, Mike could win. He's a little aggressive. You know, but we're going to check him for steak knives before we sit down.
That's fair enough. Raymond Davis, you have survived the lightning round. You've survived random questions. And you gave me one hell of an interview. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Could you look into the camera and say you're watching Life's a Bluff with Raymond Davis?
You're watching Life's a Bluff with Raymond Davis.
That's beautiful.